Want to know a secret? There are a bunch of top Instagram educators today who hate hashtags. Why? Because people obsess over them and they are not the fastest way to grow your account. And because we've received conflicting advice from Instagram itself on how to use hashtags. So it's very confusing for people. The truth is hashtags are an outdated feature. And today it's all about SEO, search engine optimization. So this video is a crash course on Instagram SEO with just what you need to know to grow your business's account. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you the 5 things you need to be doing today so that your Instagram account attracts the right kind of follower. No hashtag needed. First things first, Instagram already functions like a search engine. We know from the senior VP of Google that something like almost 40% of young people, when they're looking for a place for lunch, don't go to Google Maps or search. They go to TikTok or Instagram. So why is this important for small business owners like yourself? Well, in 2022, TikTok surpassed Google as the primary source of information for Gen Z. And this is important because what Gen Z does, we'll promptly follow. And Facebook has reported that 83% of people are using Instagram to discover new products or services. Cough, enter your business, cough, cough. Translation, Instagram wants to show people content that they'll find engaging and relevant to their interests because that content will keep them on the Instagram app longer. It's kind of like that help me, help you meme, you know? So focusing on your business's searchability on social media isn't just important, it's imperative, especially as we've seen Google itself change. Blog posts aren't found in search in the same way that they used to. Ask me how I know, because our blog traffic is way down. However, our search traffic is up. Let's quickly look at how Instagram search works. Hello, Amy in my feed. So just head down to the search icon down in the bottom, and here is the page where you're going to see all this recommended content. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this content is pretty tailored to the things that I'm interested in because the algorithm knows what kind of posts I'm engaging with, where I'm spending more time. So this feed is actually where you want your content to be seen by using these SEO tactics so that it gets in front of your ideal follower. So that's why you're here. That's why you're watching this. All right, so going back to the search bar at the top, if you go there and you type in something like, sure, let's type in meal prep as I see suggested. Here is where you're going to see so much content and so many ideas of content that has been categorized as meal prep. So if this is your industry, this is a great place to go to get content ideas. You can go ahead and see what's working for other people. This one has 42,000 likes. That's a lot of engagement. So this kind of content does well. Or if we go here, this is another idea. So it's not a bad idea to use this search bar to type in your niche and see what shows up, see what's trending, and get content ideas from it. Now let's also head on over to TikTok because again, this is the search engine you want to be found on. Head to the search icon in the upper right and go ahead and type something in like, well, let me voice text it. Barcelona travel. So you can see so many ideas for Barcelona travel. And in fact, when I put my cursor next to Barcelona travel, I am given all these suggested and related topics. So bing, 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 bing. These are all different ideas for TikTok and Reels that I can make. So use TikTok as a place for ideas and inspiration, just like this. So now that you've seen how good the search engines are on Instagram and TikTok, where is this built-in SEO and how do you use it as a business owner? Well, there are 5 places you can inject SEO into your content. And the first is just by the spoken audio that you say in your Reels. So when you've posted a talking head reel, as I call it, where you have shared information to the camera, the platform knows exactly what you said through what you've said. Meta, right? Yes, Instagram is smart enough to transcribe what you've said in your reel, and whatever keywords or key phrases you use will be pulled out, and that's how your reel will be categorized so that the algorithm knows to show that reel in front of people who have already proven to be interested in those topics. So as you're creating your reels going forward, make sure that you are peppering in keywords and search terms that your audience uses to find your business. The second place where you can build SEO right into your content is with the on-screen text in your reels. So perhaps with your video on decor trends, you might add some text on screen like a headline above that says 2024 decor trends. And then in the center, you might say something like California edition or California inspired, or for anyone who lives in California, whatever your angle is, but you want to emphasize those keywords and those phrases with the on-screen text that you display. Now remember, your on-screen text doesn't have to stay the same throughout your entire reel. You might have the headline above you stay the same as you're talking on camera, but all the text below you can change and it can emphasize what you're saying. And this is just one more way that the Instagram platform will know what your reel is about. This also goes for text-based posts that you might publish to your feed. So whether that's a carousel post or a quote card, any text that you have displayed in your post will be seen and categorized, analyzed by the platform so that Instagram knows what your post is all about. I mean, if you think about it, isn't this all a really good thing? Isn't it easier today than ever before to get your content in front of the people who are looking for that exact type of content? We didn't have this kind of thing back in 2016. We had hashtags. That was it. The third place where SEO is built right into your content is the caption of your posts. This is that long form caption that can really expand upon what you just shared in your post. So again, the caption is the perfect place to share your keywords and key phrases that will attract your target audience. Of course, you don't want to sound like a robot, and if you are using an AI tool to write your caption, I highly recommend adding in your own voice and editing that caption so that it sounds more human and less robotic. And you also want to make sure the way you're adding in your keywords and phrases sounds natural. You don't want to write a caption that just looks like you're peppering it with keywords like we used to do on YouTube back in the day. In general, today, algorithms are smarter than that. So talk about your keywords, talk about your key phrases, but do so in a natural way. The fourth place where SEO is built right into your Instagram account is the Instagram name field. So this is separate from your username. And yes, it's directly on your profile. So your username is the handle for your account. In my case, it's @Elise Dharma. The name field is where you can add your name as well as keywords or search terms that you'd like to be found for. So my name field could say Elise Dharma, Instagram educator for online business, or social media marketing tips for online business. However much you can squeeze in there, that's what you want to do. The fifth place where you can use Instagram's built-in SEO features is in the alt text of your post. Now, according to Instagram, alt text uses object recognition technology to provide a visual description of photos for people with visual impairments. This alt text is seen if someone is using a screen reader. So you can replace or add your own alt text to make sure that it's really defining and describing what exactly is in your post. So again, a great place to put in the visuals related to your keywords and your search terms. Now you might be thinking, what about TikTok, Elise? Do the same tips apply? And the answer is yes. The same tips apply except for the alt text, because at this time, TikTok doesn't have an alt text feature. But when you're looking at making your videos, you want to look at what you're saying in your video, what the text on top of your video is saying, the caption, as well as your profile and that name field and bio. You want to look at all those fields because they are all opportunities for your content to be found by the right people. And in fact, when it comes to your TikTok strategy, don't sleep on it, because I would argue it is the better search engine already. Videos on TikTok, if you haven't noticed yet, have a suggested search term in the search bar. Here are a couple examples. You can see that this divorce lawyer is giving some advice, and the search bar is showing his name so that people can get even more clips of what he has to say. Or here's Carol's video on color theory, and you can see the search bar is prompting me to go deeper into this topic. And we know that TikTok is kind of tight with Google. When you Google something, you'll actually see relevant and related TikTok videos in the search results. And we've seen that TikTok is exploring a partnership with Google, if not already, to drive search results from TikTok back to Google. So they're tight. Now, we've talked a lot about your content strategy and your search strategy, but what about your money strategy? You're a busy business owner, you gotta make sales. So go ahead and watch this next video where I cover how you can make your next $100,000 all from Instagram.